Hello everybody, what is going on and welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. Thank you for the support yesterday. We achieved our 400 like target, which means we're back for the Deutsche Pokal final today. And I hope you are all doing very, very well. So, let's set the scene then. Leverkusen winless in their two previous meetings with Dortmund this season. A 5-0 defeat and a 1-1 draw. But they meet us in the final as we look to try and secure our treble this season. We're on the road to the treble. We're looking to add the Deutsche Pokal to our Bundesliga triumph. And then following this, we've got the Champions League final to look forward to. So I would really like it if we are heading into that Champions League final against Barcelona as champions of the Deutsche Pokal if possible. So let's take a look at how both sides got here then way back in round 3. I believe both sides entered in round 3. Oh no, round 2. Or did we just enter in round 1? Yeah, round 2. So, both sides entered in round 2. We placed Werder Bremen and beat them by 2-1. Meanwhile, Leverkusen triumphed over Freiburg by 1-0. Round 3 saw us take on Cologne, winning by 2-0. Whereas Leverkusen would play Darmstadt, and a very close 3-2 victory saw them into the quarterfinals, where we demolished Wolfsburg. Hansa Rostock in this round famously knocking out Bayern Munich on penalties. Leverkusen requiring penalties themselves as well to take on Hertha Berlin into the semi-finals, where Hansa Rostock lost by 2-0 and we beat Frankfurt 2-1 to set us up for the game then. Here we go. And as I said in the previous episodes, if you are new around here, the way we do things with it being a final is we do play it as a longer video, or longer game, I should say. I was about to say longer video. A longer match because of the fact that it's the only match in the episode. So what I'll do is we'll take a quick look at the teams here, but I do want to show you them when we're actually in the game to get the atmosphere and whatnot. But I will show you the game settings for anybody wondering. I tend to do this for finals anyway. So of course, slider settings, everything at 50 on the CPU side and on my side as well. I don't think there's much else to show you other than that. Maybe the camera angle, which I actually use the classic. Some people have asked me that. That's the camera angle I use for the series. And then 8 minutes with competitor mode off, ultimate difficulty of course. So, as I said, should I use the cup kit for this, or should I stay in our regular kit? I believe that the yellow one, this one here, is our cup kit. So, yeah, why not? We'll use this one, and then if it turns out that this actually isn't the kit we were supposed to use, we can just use the other one in the Champions League final to come. But they're the two sides. I won't go through them yet. As I said, I want to do that in game. But just in case, I'll leave this in here in case I'm unable to show you them in game for copyright reasons or whatever. Both sides make their way out, and there is the trophy, starting with the Dortmund 11 then. Berkey in goal, Tapsoba, Tar, and Klosterman at the back. I mean, look at the subs bench as well, because we can take a look actually at the starting 11 right here. So Jovic, myself, Emre Can, Brandt, and Palacios, Haaland, and Sancho. It's usual starting 11 that you would expect to see from Dortmund, but a lot of depth on the bench as well, strength in depth for this Borussia Dortmund side. One of the reasons we have been so dominant in the Bundesliga this season is because of how much quality we have available to us on the bench. Here for Leverkusen then, this is their starting 11. Podence, Adli, Dumfries, Piaka are some real good names to keep your eye on if they do make their way onto the pitch off of the substitute bench. But as for their starting 11, yeah, you can see it there. Diaby one to watch, Emiri as well. But it's probably safe to say Leverkusen wouldn't be considered favourites for the Deutsche Pokal here tonight. Well, we did mention about the previous meetings between these two sides and the fact that Leverkusen were winless in both of them. But on the final day, none of that really matters. It's just a one-off performance. So we'll have to see if they turn up today and really want to go for this, as Haaland will find that ball towards us. We're looking to try and get in behind here, but Jason Denaya's defended well. And with 17 minutes on the clock, we've not seen much in the way of Bayer Leverkusen trying to commit too many players forward. I was kind of wondering about what game plan we'd see from them. Last round, we saw Frankfurt try and take the game to us. And that didn't really work with the 3 at the back formation. So Leverkusen so far seem to be quite content with trying to soak up pressure. And then when they get the opportunity, that's when they'll try and go forward. But even now, as Lucas Torreira has possession, lovely ball through. And there's a big chance, which Berkey makes the first save of the game. And the first chance then falling the way of Leverkusen. And what a chance it was. And that was not like Borussia Dortmund at all. Just allowed Leverkusen in way too easy there as Emre Can to Haaland. Torreira's back, though, will block the attempted pass. Now Can picks up the loose ball. He's got Brandt to his right, but I've made a run through, and he's actually found me here, and they've stepped off. There's the cross to Luka Jovic! Oh, my goodness me! What a header from Jovic! Dortmund 1, Leverkusen 0. That is some header from the Serbian. And the celebrations around the ground here at the Olympiastadion, where moments before Berkey has a huge say on the match, for then Jovic to go and put us 1-0 in front. Kyle Walker does not quite get ahead of him, but he has so much to do there, Luka Jovic, and he does it so well. And when you're in a final, you've got to take the chances when they come your way. Leverkusen failing to do so, and Jovic putting us ahead as Luka Jovic works his way into the penalty area. Now Brandt. Are we about to see Dortmund go 2 ahead here as the ball over the top seeking the run of Erling Haaland was not quite good enough from me. And that allows Leverkusen to play their way out. Zakagny, good hold-up play here as he brings Soumare into play. And as the first half goes, it's been quite a close one. And really only the 2 moments that you've seen have been the only highlights we've had here. But it's been enough as Haaland has got space to work with. Sancho in front. Sancho, look at Aaron. Brilliant ball through from Sancho to make it 2! And Dortmund are lethal in front of goal. Sancho's assist. We find the finish. And those fans must be dreaming of this treble now. As we approach half-time, we've got ourselves a second goal and a bit of breathing space as well. The finish from me, though, is not completely in the corner. I mean, we struck it early. I guess that's why the goalkeeper's beaten, but it's not my best finish in the world. But quite simply put, it doesn't matter. The ball's in the net, and that's what counts. Torreira with the ball out wide to Sinkgraven. And with a minute to go until half-time, his ball back into the middle is dealt with by Jonathan Tah. But Torreira picks it up and finds Amiri. Now Soumare, this is lovely football from Leverkusen. Zakagny trying to turn, he will get his shot away. Tapsoba, though, is there to make the block, and ref, that should be it for the first half of football from the Olympiastadion. And Leverkusen have a massive mountain to climb if they want to get themselves back in with a shout of winning this trophy. No changes from either side at half-time, so it's as you were for both sides heading into the second half. And this is a really bad spot for Leverkusen to be in, because Dortmund, for me, have been at their best this season when counter-attacking. And when you've got to go forward at 2-0 down, that's where we can hurt you very, very easily. As Soumare is having a pretty good game in central midfield for Leverkusen. They need to try and get a chance from this if they can and try and score a goal early on in this half, it feels like. Zakagny and Torreira, they've held on to possession for so long, but you can see there's just not quite a way through that Dortmund defence. And then when we win it back, we're trying to attack quickly. Denier there, though, will stop Haaland from breaking away. And then look at that, the next fixture. We know all about it, but we've still got 40-plus minutes to see out here. And we do now see the first couple of changes. One for both sides as Llorente replaces Emre Can. And Adli is on for Zakagny. Here is Adli with his first touch since coming on to give away the ball to Tapsoba. And look at the press on here. If we can get past this, there's a real chance as Jovic seeks out Haaland. And look at the bodies flooding forward in yellow shirts. Haaland's ball over to Sancho, who doesn't quite get there. But that's what we were discussing in regards to the counter-attack. To be fair to Leverkusen, they got back pretty quick. And still they try and press, but it's not a good press at all. And Sancho, that's an incredible pass through. We took a bit of a heavy touch, but it doesn't matter. Sealed the deal. Dortmund 3, Leverkusen 0. It's game, set, and match. And that's the pick of the goals. Well, actually, Jovic's header was pretty good, but it's just the quality of the pass through from Sancho into the finish. It's as if we're telepathic to one another. Sancho knows I'm going to make that run every single time. And he's got the quality to find us. And that, my friends, is a brilliant goal. Imagine we link up like this for England, myself and Sancho. That would be huge. Soumare finding Adli. He's got Amiri running to his left, who makes his way into the penalty area. As he will find Adli. No offside flag either. There's 27 minutes to go, and Adli has just scored for Leverkusen. They need 2. It's doable. And I was just about to praise us for how good we were defensively, but here it looked a little bit too easy. Amiri, good work from him. Spots Adli, and the man who comes off the bench then is the man who gives Leverkusen a lifeline. There's been another change for us as Sancho's gone off and Mariano is on. And it's important that we just control the rest of this match if possible as we work our way into the penalty area, fire it across, and Torreira. That was a great piece of defending, right place at the right time, and he was able to prevent Haaland from having a tap in. And now he's looked for this ball over the top towards Weiser, who wins the flick on. That goal has given a new lease of life to this Leverkusen side, and we have to be really careful we don't allow them a second. Weiser's delivery is brilliant. Here's Diaby! And Berkey maybe could have let that go, but he chooses instead to go for the save, and it will be a corner ball. Is this going wide? Yeah, it's going wide from Diaby. Berkey doesn't need to save that, but I suppose he might not have known. Here is Walker down the line for Podence. Podence will keep this in and has a chance to put a cross in. His first cross is blocked, but he finds the ball back to Kyle Walker. Now Samare, Llorente's in quickly to win it. And a 4 for Dortmund will surely end this off completely. Mariano is through on goal to make it 4. He's taken it a little bit wide. Why is he running wide here, Mariano? I don't know. The goalkeeper saves it. I have actually just missed one of the most simple goals I'm ever going to get. I'm playing at a 10 match rating and I've just done that. I sincerely hope that we go on to win this game now, because if we don't, and I've just missed as easy a chance of that, I am going to look so silly. I actually don't know how I put that wide. It was harder to miss. The worst part is, as well, as Lucas Torreira's ball over, Berkey will punch it out. Piaka has a chance to put the ball into the empty net, but it's blocked and we can take it forward. Yeah, the worst part about me missing that was that it was for our hat-trick as well in this final. So we could have had a Deutsche Pokal final hat-trick. Look at the space here for Mariano. They're caught. Palacios, sorry. They're caught. Trying to go forward. Palacios' ball into the middle is punched away. But with seconds left, my friends, we are going to do it. Our second of the 3 trophies on offer. It's a big win. And we are Deutsche Pokal champions. Get in! Well, one final down, 1 to go. And if we take a look at the match facts, 37% of possession in the match itself, but it's our chance creation that we're really good at. We had more shots than our opponent. A 10 match rating as well. Lukijovic with an 8.5. Haaland had quite a quiet game by his standards. Only a 7.1. Sancho a 7.2 as well. Berkey with a 7 match rating. On the flip side, Torreira, I thought he had a very good game. Samari as well had a good first half, but then, yeah, I mean, he didn't have a great second half. But ultimately, Torreira was their best player. I can somewhat agree with that. Adli as well with the goal to try and pull them level. We had a hand in all 3 of the Dortmund goals, so we can be happy with our performance there. And you know what that means? It means we've got the Champions League final to look forward to. I am planning as well, if we are here at Dortmund again next season, which, as I said, no plans to leave, to be giving us the number 10 shirt next year. So it'll be, if Haaland and Sancho stay, Sancho will be 7, Haaland 9, myself will be 10. We are 11 at the moment, but we will be taking Thorgan Hazard's number if we are here next season. A couple of people have asked me to change it to number 10. Right, I guess that's where we end off today's episode then. A massive thank you for watching. If you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button and help me get one step closer to the magic number of 100,000 subscribers. We have secured our second of the 3 trophies, winning the player of the tournament in the process as well. Let's see if we can make it 3 from 3 in the next episode. I'm not sure when that episode will be, but stay tuned. I will let you know on the community section of the channel. The reason for that is that I do have to work over the next couple of days, so I'm not sure when I get time to actually record it and such. But yeah, do stay tuned, and I will post it on the My Community section of the channel. But until next time, stay safe, everyone. Have a great day, have a great evening, and I'll catch you all again soon. Much love. Adios.